All right, so Sam, going to that match, kind of two underdogs kind of going at it right there for the first match there. What was your mindset going into that match?
Just like any other match against any guy in this field, you have to come out strong. You have to come out swinging from the start. We both started off really well with the front four each. I threw a terrible shot in the fifth frame to have the momentum swing back in his corner. He had an issue with one of the camera guys doing photos, which kind of let me back in. Was able to get the strikes I needed going into the back half of game one. I think he had a flat 10 somewhere in there. I'm not 100% sure, but that was the sort of the ending moment going into the 10th frame. I just needed to get a mark. I threw a really good shot and struck. Going into game two, my ball reaction kind of started to give way a little bit. I threw one terrible frame three, and it just hooked immediately. I made the right move, and then it just decided to never hook. So going into the back stretch of game two, I moved back to where I was and just got my ball speed up a little bit. Got away with a light mixer, where as Kona was flat 10ing a few times previously. And I guess the really big shift in momentum was the split that he had in frame four. That was kind of like that, okay, there's a little bit of breathing room here. I can get away with like a 9 spare or a mark instead of needing to keep the foot on the gas. He switched balls near the end of the last game after the commercial break, and I think if the game was any longer than that, or if it was a little bit closer, things may have been different. I threw the shots needed, frames 8 through 10, and was able to shut the door, and it's going to be an interesting match going into tomorrow.
I mean, how do you feel? I mean, you've survived so much going through this. I mean, so many close roll-offs and everything going into this. You win your first 2-0 match going into this right now. So how does it feel?
I joked with a few friends back home. They said, if you're going to keep doing roll-offs, at least make it exciting. I just said to them, no, I don't want it to be exciting. Let's just get ahead from the beginning and hopefully get to a 0. And was able to get there for this match. And now that we're going to the finals being best of 5, which I had no idea about, it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a little bit more breathing room with the format being as it is. It's not strike or go home in 2 games. You get a little bit of leeway being 5 games.
Gotcha. And I mean, going against Kyle Troop, he's done well so far this year. I mean, what's it going to take to top him?
I think it's going to take a lot of striking. Obviously, we're both going to make good shots. We're probably both going to strike a ton. It's going to be who gets tapped and who gets the breaks. We're both bowling really well, like you said, in this format. It's like polar opposites, although in the final though, personality-wise, he's going to be yelling, he's going to be waving his arms around. I'm just going to stand there. Definitely polar opposites. And I read a few things online that with the current match that we just bowled, it was going to be like a snooze fest because neither of us react. It's just like, well, we're not here to react. We're here to do our job.
All right, there you go. Well, best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.